Hi, everyone. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. So pay attention. So what would increase demand for swimming pools? The stuff I covered today. Obviously, it's the price because MPP. Figure it out. So it's going to be membership price for swimming pools. All right. I think that's all for the first 2 pages. That's a miskey on 10 and 11. All right. So it says that the extra output that is produced by hiring one more unit of labor adds one more to blank than to blank. The profit will be increasing the use of labor. Yeah. So if the extra output that is produced by hiring one more unit of labor adds more to, it would add more to extra output. That would cause more to total revenue. Okay. Then to, total cost. So essentially, if marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost, then do the thing. Increase profit by using the use of labor. If we're trying to confuse marginal revenue and marginal cost with that one, that's a pretty good answer. But it does say adding to, so we're doing additional total and additional total, that is marginal. But additional marginal, I see what you're getting at if you thought it was D, but essentially B is a better answer. That's it for short. Okay, 12. All right. So we got bricklayers. Which of the following statements is true? Okay. Downward sloping value marginal product, that's the same as what?
Price.
The value of the marginal product of labor is the same as what?
MRPL,
marginal revenue product labor, yeah. That's what I was saying. So that's it. It's the same thing. So what's true? Bricklayers should be hired whenever the value of the marginal product of bricklayers is greater than the market wage for bricklayers. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, any questions?
Why is C not true?
Okay, so why is C not the right answer? The profit maximized condition for a firm hiring bricklayers where the marginal product equals the market wage rate. No, it's when the marginal revenue product of bricklayers equals the wage rate. Because marginal product of bricklayers, well, that could be like in the thousands of bricks, right? So if you can lay 1,000 bricks, do I hire you or not if your wage is $20?
Yes.
1,000 bricks? What's 1,000 bricks worth? Make sense? So we got to find the marginal revenue product of labor. We got to take that marginal product and multiply by the price of the good being produced. You see, if they said marginal revenue product of bricklayers, correct answer. But it just says marginal product. So do you know the difference between marginal product and marginal revenue product? You multiply by the price of the good. Make sense? So that's it. All right. We will go ahead and move on to number 15. All right. Which of the following would cause the supply of teachers to decrease? Oh, we covered a lot of those. Overall size of the workforce? No, that would increase it. That's number of population number. Government required another year of college for a teacher to begin teaching. Yeah, that would make it harder. Less people would do it. Cost. Okay. 16. In a perfectly competitive firm is hiring labor such as the wage rate is less than the marginal revenue product of labor. Then profit. Is it maximized? It would be maximized if this sign was what? Equal. This marginal revenue or marginal cost of labor, marginal revenue product labor. If your revenue is greater than your cost, you should what?
Keep hiring.
Keep doing the thing, hiring more workers. So can be increased by hiring less labor, can be increased by hiring more labor. There it is. All good? Questions? And 17. A profit maximizing firm will base its decision to hire workers on additional costs and benefits of each worker, of course. If the extra output that is produced by hiring one more unit of labor adds more, it's like the same question. So you pick total. Total's better than marginal. But if you put marginal, you're getting the idea. Just additional adding on to the total is marginal for one more unit. Okay. Cool. All right, 19. Which of the following would decrease the demand for plumbers? All right. I'm assuming you guys thought it was A, right?
At first.
Right. But that would, wage rate would decrease the what for plumbers?
The quantity demand.
Quantity demanded. This clearly says the demand for plumbers. So like, remember, don't confuse changing quantity demanded with demand. All right. So what would decrease the demand for plumbers? A rise of complementary input. Yep, that would be it. If complementary things, so things plumbers need, their land, their capital are more expensive, then the entire product is more expensive. So demand for plumbers' work falls. Wage rate doesn't have to change. You guys got it?
Yeah.
Question? All right. We will move then to 22. Determinant of demand for the factor of production is the price of the good being produced. Oh, no. Compensating differential quantity of the factor, supply, productivity of the factor. Oh, yeah, that's it. Marginal revenue, product of labor is MP times P. Well, they don't have P or price of the good, so it's got to be the marginal product, which is the productivity of the factor. If a factor has a lot of productivity, a high marginal product, what will the demand for that factor be? If you're very productive, demand for your output will be what?
High.
Yes, high, because marginal product times P. One is on. You guys get it? Low productivity, less demand. There it is. Questions? Okay, 23. A decrease in the demand for pastry chefs may come about because of an increased concern for fitness. An increase in the concern for fitness would change which curve? In which market? Demand for the good. Yeah, no one's like, I'm into fitness. I hate pastry chefs. No, but if people want to be more fit, demand decreases, the price falls, and what determines the demand for a factor? The price of the good. Demand for the good. You guys got it? 23. All right, and 25. In a factor market for land, one will find that equilibrium rental prices will be blank the marginal revenue product of land. Equal to marginal revenue equals marginal cost. Any questions on that one? Okay. Flip the page. 32. All right. 32. Draw the market. Just stop right now, pause the video, whatever you got to do. Draw the market graph. Draw the supply of land. Draw the demand for land. Is there another graph that looks like this? Why does land look like that?
It's perfectly.
Perfectly inelastic.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Inelastic starts with an I, so the curve looks like an I. You guys got it? All right, that simplifies things a lot. That means what does it cost me to offer an acre of land? It doesn't cost me to rent it out. What does it cost me to rent it out? If the amount of land I have is fixed, no matter what, is there any cost to renting out land?
No.
I've got 1,000 acres. It costs me nothing. That's what economic rent is. How much does it cost me to rent it out? What do I actually get? So what's the difference between my cost and the actual price I get in this case? Well, it'd be $500. Okay, so that'd be my economic rent. But then to totally get it, I've got to multiply by the quantity, so 500 times 1,000 is 500 thousandths. That's your answer. You guys got it? Do you guys want me to make this a little bit harder so you understand economic rent? What if it cost me, for some reason, like in fees, cost me $100 to get per acre to get that land ready for you to rent? You guys got it? For some reason, just because I said so.
How many?
You guys got it?
Does it matter? 100?
Try again.
1,000?
There we go. This many acres. So how many will I rent out? How many acres? Perfectly.
1,000?
1,000. What's the rate I'm going to get?
500?
What's my economic rent? It would be 400 because it's the difference of what it costs me to provide it and the amount I actually get for it.
It costed you 100 to provide it?
Yeah, because I said so. The question, this one doesn't, but makes sense. That's what economic rent is. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would it be something like tax, is what you're saying?
Sure, or
it
yeah,
doesn't
like a fee.
matter,
It doesn't matter.
supplies or something?
Remember the dump truck example that I
Yeah.
did? That was like full of a metaphor that like no one got this year.
Is weather ever
Probably for
a
the
cost?
best. What?
Is weather ever a cost or concern?
It would have to be a dollar amount. We're keeping it simple. Okay. All right. And 34. There we go. All right. Per competitive market, if the wage rate is $30, guys, wage rate is $30. What should you say in your head?
The price is $30?
That's what's in it, 30?
The marginal cost of labor is 30.
Yeah.
Okay. So we always go to where marginal cost equals market. So marginal cost is 30. You want to like write that up here. MC is 30. How many workers does per competitive profit maximizing firm choose to hire? Okay. That means, wait. Oh, and there's more information. The price of the good is $5. So what do we need to solve for here? Yeah, the quantity of output or total output. You got to turn that into marginal product. Then you got to multiply marginal product by what number? $5. So we'll keep going until 30. By the way, 5 into 30 is 6. So if the marginal product is greater than 6, do it. If it's less than 6, don't. So do another first one. So that's going to be marginal product of 7. 7 to 13 is 6. So I do 2. 3 is 5. Don't do the third. The answer is 2. Guys got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 38. The amount that an additional unit of a factor adds to a firm's total revenue is the marginal revenue product of the factor, land, labor, capital. That's the definition in words. Or MP times PG. Any question on 38? 39? In a perfectly competitive labor market, a decrease in the supply of labor will cause, what happens if we decrease the supply of labor? The wage rate will what? Increase. Oh, the wage paid will increase. There you go. All right, and okay, so I guess we'll go to the front. Is that it? You guys good?
Yeah.
What do you guys need? 4, 5, and 6?
I wanted 37, but I didn't circle it.
No, then you don't get it. $100 per day. Price was determined by marginal revenue product labor.
Layers were.
Somebody lays bricks. You ever seen a brick house?
Yeah.
How do you make that?
With bricks.
But what do you have to do with the bricks to make the house?
You to like, but like, is
You know that way?
is
Yeah.
it like it's not like an economic term? It's just bricklayers.
Bricklayer, someone who lays bricks,
Okay.
like a plumber. That's not an economic term, it's a plumber.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, it's not trying to be tricky here. Okay, and we'll go back to the very top. What did we say? We need 6 and 7? Just 5?
Wait, no, I won 4 and I won 6.
4, 5, and 6. Okay, factor demand curve will shift to the right because of a shift to the right, increase or decrease in demand.
It's an increase.
So what would increase demand for a factor?
Why would
Definitely the price of the good increasing. So an increase in the price of the good, the factor produces. There it is. Derived demand. Make sure you understand derived demand well.
Why wouldn't it be E?
Increase in elasticity of demand for the final product. What does it matter if the good is more price sensitive? That would mean the price falls to make more of it. But that's a negative impact. We want the price to go up because people want more of it. But it's a messy answer. In a competitive market for capital, firms employ units of capital to the point where marginal revenue product labor equals the marginal cost of capital, or the rental rate. So marginal revenue product to capital is equal, not the wage rate, it would be marginal revenue product rate to the rental rate.
Wait, why isn't it wage rate?
Because wages are the price of labor, but this clearly says capital. What's the price of capital called?
Rental.
There it is. It's a vocab term. And 6, if the wage rate rises, firms find that. Would that shift the demand for labor?
It will. It won't.
The demand for labor is a relationship between the wage rate and the quantity of workers. That means we go along the curve. That would change the quantity of labor demanded. Remember changes in quantity demanded and changes in demand, like week 3? It's that same question. Wage rate doesn't change demand, it changes the quantity demanded for labor. So their demand shifts. No, move upward and to the left along the labor demand curve. There it is, we go up the curve. Okay, so, guys, that's good news. That's it. That's the whole thing. This week, kind of easy. Next week, no, it's easy. Optimal consumption levels. But get started. See you then.